Hey everybody, Alex Cedro here, and I am back on my other account. Now, this is our Road to 40 series, so as we can tell, we are going from level 1 to level 40. And I have actually made a few slight changes here. Nothing different really on the island except that I've put in the shop. So let's go ahead and see some of the stuff that's in the shop, and oh, we get summoning stones. Maybe we'll pick those up at the end of the episode, just possibly. Let's see this rune. HP with attack plus crit rate, and the others are 1 and 2 stars. Now, I probably could unlock the 2 slots here and then basically just get my 10 crystals back for free. So I'll actually do that real quick because I basically get my 10 crystals back for free, and it just opens up more slots for me. So let's see what we can... Challenges. Mission. Okay, well that didn't work out. Rip. I think I may have forgotten to do something. Maybe. I probably don't have it unlocked, or I did something wrong. Is there something in here? 10. Oh no, that's Mana Springs. 10, all it is honor, rise my champion. I haven't actually done that mission in a long time, so I don't actually know what it was. I just know that it should have rewarded me with 10 more crystals. But I guess not. So, alright. I know that in the last episode I said I was going to actually go over the monster's skills, and I kind of forgot to, so I'm going to do that now. So we have our Water Magic Knight here, and as you can see, some of them are slightly ruined up, not ruined up, but slightly leveled up more. Oh, and I got a Water Hellhound. I had bought this when I had first got in the shop because it was the first thing that came with it, so I just went and bought the Water Hellhound. Tark is a very good unit in some cases, if built correctly, so let's go ahead and look at the Magic Knight and then talk about her for a bit. So, Blade Surge. Attacks a single target for 2 times, and then attacks all enemies on the 3rd attack. So AoE, very nice. Second skill, shoots 4 magic bullets that seek enemies with low HP ratio. This skill has a 50% chance to disrupt the target's HP recovery for 2 turns. Alright, well, this is good. It's actually pretty good. I don't know why I would say it's just good. No, it's pretty good because it prevents HP recovery, and I can actually use this monster in a lot of other dungeons that I'm thinking about right now. And then Retrieve Magic steals the magical power from all enemies, recovering HP according to the damage dealt, and increases 30% of the attack bar for every enemy killed. So if she basically can kill 4 enemies, she automatically gets a full turn. And if she kills 3 enemies, she gets 90% to 60, 130, obviously. But Blade Surge is the main thing about all Magic Knights, is that they get that first turn, they get the first 2 hits on just a single target, and the 3rd hit hits everybody. Now, because this is an AoE, and this is a multi-hit, and this is an AoE, we can actually build the Magic Knight with Despair runes, because it gives a stun rate of plus 25%. And with multiple hits, AoEs, and other abilities, it makes it really easy for units to actually get that stun off. So building her with Despair is very good, and then if we build her with Revenge, where is the Revenge slot? There it is, Revenge, counterattack plus 15%. So yes, it's a short amount, but you'd be surprised how many times it actually happens. So building her Despair Revenge is one of the many ways that you actually build Magic Knights, because if you get that counter off, she has a chance to attack again the person who hit her, and then attacks everybody because it's using the first skill, which has that 3rd hit AoE, which is really nice, especially when you have that. So because the Magic Knight is an attack type monster, I would say that we should go attack percent, attack percent, attack percent. Just attack, attack, attack. Get all that through, and then we actually might be able to fix it up and build it similar to that of maybe a crit damage unit in a way. Just do attack, crit damage, attack, maybe later, possibly. But we'll see what we can do with that. Right now, I just want to try and get some runes, like maybe some fatal runes, and then just do like just attack, 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 and then see where I can go from there. And let's see, now we have our fairy. So our fairy has a 3-hit that causes a chance of freezing with 20%, which increases to, let's see, about 50, 60%? 60%. So we have a 60% chance of freezing the enemy if we max out Aqua Hurricane. Purify has recovers the target's HP and removes all harmful effects. Now, here's one of the things that is a flaw with the fairy. Not like it's a bug or anything like that. No, they purposely did it like this. Recovers the target's HP and removes all harmful effects. Water Garuda Konamiya, he actually has it the other way. Removes all harmful effects and recovers all allies' HP. So here's the thing. Since it's recovering the HP and then removing all harmful effects, if the person that you're recovering has an unrecoverable effect on him, then it's going to be a waste of a Purify, except that it's just going to get rid of it on the next turn. Or not on the next turn, but right after he recovers. But because he has the effect on him that prevents him from getting HP, he doesn't gain any HP. So he just gains the ability to not have any harmful effects on him until someone decides to put another harmful effect on him. And then the last part is that the recovery amount is proportionate to the attack power, which is why, as I was saying in the first episode, the fairy is a fairly interesting unit because she's a support unit, but you can build her to do damage because of her Purify ability. And her awakened skill is that sleep spell. So puts the enemy to sleep for 2 turns, and the effect is removed if they're attacked. Now, I never actually went over the Magic Knight's things, like whenever her leader skill is increase the attack power of ally monsters by 25%. Wait, why do I feel like that should have been attack speed at one point? I feel like that it used to be attack speed. I feel like it used to be attack speed. It may have been attack power this whole time, but I just feel like it's been attack speed. Something makes me want to think it's been attack speed. Okay, so for first skill, increases damage all the way through. Second skill makes the harmful effect rate a 60% chance and reduces it to a 3-turn cooldown. And then Retrieve Magic has a 3-turn cooldown also. So that's that. Now we have our Elven Ranger. Rapidly fires 2 shots and then gets a 3rd shot with an increase in crit rate, basically. So if we were going to build him with Blade, since we're so early into the game, we could build him with just all Blade, and he could have as close to 100% as possible, and he'd hit 3 shots almost every time. Then his second skill is Ankle Shot, attacks the enemy, stunning them for 1 turn with a 30% chance. And if the enemy is stunned, you immediately gain another turn, and then it becomes like a 50% chance when you max it out with a 3-turn cooldown. Then Steady Shot aims at a target to deal substantial damage, and if the enemy is frozen, stunned, or asleep, the damage increases by 30%, and then more when you max it out, plus it becomes a 4-turn cooldown. So that's very good. The Awakened form increases the attack speed. Okay, I guess it was the Elven Ranger that I was thinking about and not the Magic Knight. So I'm going to have to remember that. I just honestly, I thought that the Magic Knight is the one that gained attack speed, but I guess it was just attack power. And, I mean, all allies. It's not even just a specific element, it's just all allies. So that's really cool. Alright, so, Fire Hellhound. So let's just go over the Awakened skill right now. Begin Hunt. Increase the attack power and crit rate of all allies for 3 turns. Now, I know for a fact that Begin Hunt gets 2 skill ups on it when we get it. So it's going to actually it's going to have a 3-turn cooldown. So you're basically going to have Begin Hunt. So if you have your Hellhound or Seek, because his Awakened name is Seek, when you have your Hellhound and or Seek, use Begin Hunt. You can actually go 1, 2, 3 and then right as you finish it, you can get it again. So you can basically never run out of it. Now we're going to go into his other skills, which his first skill is bites the enemy, recovering 30% of the inflicted damage. So he has a built-in vampire. So building vampire on the Hellhound isn't really going to do anything more than what it already does. It's just going to give him recovery. And then a double attack, you bite your enemy continuously to inflict great damage. It's funny how the Hellhound is such a simple monster, yet it does so much. It's so simple with its skills, but it just does so much. But it becomes a 2-turn cooldown, so you can basically use double attack, then attack with your first skill, then use double attack again. Because the whole cooldown cycle goes with once you use your first skill, it automatically goes on to cooldown, and then once your turn comes back, your cool time goes down from 1, or goes down by 1, I should say, not from 1. Because if it went down from 1, you'd be able to use that skill continuously. If it went down, it goes down by 1. So now we have Tark, the Water Hellhound. Has the same first skill as all the other Hellhounds. Second skill, Ambush. Attacks the enemy, increases attack speed for 2 turns, and the damage increases according to his attack speed. So, for the Hellhound, I actually just remember that we should be going over the runes for these monsters. I'm going to do that after I finish Tark, just so that I don't get completely off subject. So, for Tark, we want to build speed, attack, or speed, crit damage attack. Because if we build him with crit damage, we're most likely going to be building him with Swift Blade Swift Blade is one of the many ways that you can go with it. Or you can go Violent, or you can just do anything else really as a 4-set. You could even just stick with Fatal. But anything to get that attack speed up will not only increase his attack damage, but also increase the chances of him being able to make more turns afterwards because of his ambush increasing his own attack speed. It will never fail to increase his attack speed. Anyways, Hellhound. You basically want to build all of them just like this, basically. Either attack, crit damage attack, or you just want to build all of them speed, crit damage attack. And then, depending on, the different type of Hellhound, I think it goes water and dark you can build with Swift or whatever for the best possibility, because Swift gives that increase in speed. For fire, you can build it with Violent, you can build it with... what else can you build it with? You can build it with Fatal, obviously. You can build them with Rage. Any 4-set that can help with damage. That works. Then, I believe Light and Wind can just be built the same way. Wind, actually, you might want to build tanky, because the Wind Hellhound actually gains more damage the lower his HP is. So, alright, Elven Ranger. So we're basically going to want to build him with attack, crit damage attack, and we're going to try and get as many crit substats as possible, because that's what his first skill is. His first skill gains a 3rd shot on crit rate, and then the reason I say crit damage in slot 4 and not crit rate in slot 4 is because if you get good substats for your crit rate, you don't need crit rate in there, and you can swap it out with crit damage, which will increase the amount of damage you do with your criticals, which, if you have really good substats, you should be hitting almost every single time. Alright, and then Water Fairy, we can just build attack, or hybrid attack HP, like a attack HP attack, or just maybe 2 attacks and an HP, or 2 HPs and 1 attack, with maybe a fatal set, like Fatal Energy, or just anything, depending on how you want to build her. If you want to build her for Necro with the multi-hit, you can build her with Revenge, and then possibly maybe Violent, I don't know. But that's the main set of things that you can go with it. Wind Vagabond, first skill causes a defense break with a 40% chance, and then it increases according to his max HP, and then the second attack decreases the enemy's attack with a 30% chance for 2 turns, and it attacks twice. So, I honestly don't like the Vagabonds. His 3rd skill, Slash Wind, when awakened, Attacks the enemy with Lightning Flash, dropping the attack bar to 0, inflicts irresistible taunt for 1 turn, and the attack will deal damage according to max HP. So, he's a good monster. He's a good monster for targeting those single target monsters, but building him HP, just HP on 2, 4, and 6 is fine. Building him either all energy or violent revenge possibly could work out for him. And maybe if you actually want to do some crit damage, I've actually seen a lot of people build vagabonds, not this one in particular, but just vagabonds in general with HP, crit damage, HP. So, and then the water harpoo, her third skill is Frozen Field, which attacks all enemies 3 times with Arctic Frost. Each attack has a 50% chance to decrease the target's attack speed. So you can basically decrease their attack speed. First one here has a chance to decrease the enemy's attack power with 50% by attacking twice for 2 turns. And then Deadly Dart is that it throws sharp feathers, preventing them from recovering HP for 2 turns. And then it goes on to a 3-turn cooldown, and then this one increases to a 75% when maxed out. I don't plan on using the harpoo, but I'm just giving out the layout of all of this. Like I said, for building full HP on this one, I think you can probably build full HP on this one as well. Maybe an accuracy in 6, just so that you can get that increased chance. I'm not going to do Monster Flower, and I kind of don't want to do the Elemental because I'm not going to be building them, but I'll do it real quick anyways. Assassinate inflicts a deep wound, leaving 2 continuous damage effects. First skill inflicts continuous damage, and second skill increases attack power and crit rate while increasing the attack bar by 50%. So this skill here basically increases attack power and crit rate, which is the same as what Seek does, the Fire Hellhound. It's the same as that, and it increases the attack bar by 50%, making him a useful monster, but it's only for himself. So that's one of the main things. Like Seek, he gives attack power and crit rate to all allies. The Elemental here just gives it to himself. So those are the monsters that we have so far. Ruining them, I believe I've told you what I honestly think is the best. I've told you some multiple opinions on how they can be done. So, honestly, I've actually run the video a lot more than I thought. I actually wanted to do a dungeon, but I remembered that I wanted to do this before. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you an overview of the monsters and give you their rune sets, or not necessarily give you their rune sets, but give you my opinion of what their rune sets can be. And I plan on using the Water Magic Knight, the Water Fairy, the Fire Hellhound, Water Hellhound, and possibly the Elven Ranger. I honestly don't like him. He doesn't seem to do as much as any of the others. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. I honestly don't like how he is built. So, in the next video, I will most likely be doing Caviar Ruins, and then I will probably be doing White Mountain also, or I could just do Caviar Ruins and then do some dialogue. I'm not entirely sure, but I know that we can do that, and then I think this is to complete a fatal set, so I'll probably do that. No, I'm actually not going to. I'm not going to complete a fatal set because I want to do it with 2 or 3-star runes. I don't want to just waste the slots with 1-slot runes even though I can just put runes over them. I don't want to waste my time getting the runes just to put them on my monsters for them to do almost nothing. They'll do just about as much as it would be for me to actually level up my monster once or twice, maybe. So, and I don't have anything to summon with, so. Alright, guys. Let's say, alright, everybody. That's going to be the end of the episode for this time, Road to 40. I just wanted to do my monster overview because I had honestly forgot to the last time. And alright, everyone. So I'll go ahead and see you guys later in the next episode where we will be taking on the Kabir Ruins boss and most likely the White Mountain Raglan boss. So see you then.